Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed and I am student of the Rehan College. So today I am going to have a short and interesting discussion like chat with Maya. We will be discussing like the topic is time management. So let's start. Hey Maya, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Time management can definitely feel like a puzzle sometimes. Where do you want to dive in first?
Okay. So my first
I'm
question
all.
is what is the best way to start the morning for good time management?
The best way to start the morning is to do something for yourself first. Instead of jumping straight into emails or reacting to other people's demands, try starting with a small win, like a quick stretch, reading, or even just a slow cup of coffee. It sets the tone that you're in charge of your day, not the other way around. Does that feel doable for you?
Yeah.
Nice. Since you mentioned you're coming from a college environment, I imagine things get pretty chaotic. What's the hardest part about your mornings right now?
I see.
I'll take that as a maybe or a just thinking about it.
Wow.
I'm curious if you've ever tried a specific routine or if it's more of a wake up and hope for the best kind of situation.
Yes, exactly.
I knew it. The hope for the best strategy is a classic, though it usually ends with a lot of rushing. When you're in that mode, it's easy to feel like the day is just happening to you.
Wow, makes sense.
It's a total game changer when you stop reacting and start deciding. Since you're dealing with the college hustle, do you find that the chaos usually starts the second you open your eyes, or does it kick in once you actually get to campus?
Yes. Okay. My second question is why do you people procrastinate so much? No, yes. So my according.
Procrastination is rarely about being lazy. It's usually an emotional struggle. We avoid tasks not because we don't want to do them, but because the task makes us feel anxious, overwhelmed, or just plain bored. Our brains basically choose short term mood repair over long term goals. Does that ring a bell with any of your own habits?
Yeah.
It's a weirdly universal feeling. Most of us are just trying to outrun that little bit of anxiety. The trick is usually making the task feel so small it's not scary anymore.
Okay. Wow, interesting. So and then.
Once you've shrunk the task down, the momentum takes over. It's like starting a snowball. The first push is the hardest, but after that, it just rolls. Have you noticed that once you actually start a project, the dread usually disappears?
Exactly.
Right? It's almost like the anticipation is the actual monster, not the work itself.
Wow, makes sense.
It's a wild realization, right? Once you see that the dread is just a feeling and not a fact, it loses its power over you.
Right.
It's a huge shift in perspective. So, keeping that in mind, what's the next thing on your list of questions?
Okay, my next question is uh, can you explain the Pomodoro technique in simple words?
Sure thing. The Pomodoro technique is basically just a timer based approach to work. You set a timer for 25 minutes of deep, uninterrupted focus, and then you take a 5-minute break. Once you've done that 4 times, you take a longer break, like 20 or 30 minutes. It's a way to trick your brain into staying focused because the end is always in sight.
Yeah,
It takes the pressure off. Instead of staring at a mountain of work, you're just looking at a 25-minute window. Do you think that kind of structure would work for your study style?
Yeah,
I'm glad it sounds workable. It's a great way to keep from burning out halfway through a session. Do you have any other questions on your mind?
uh, I see. This is question is interesting.
You seem pretty quiet at all.
Uh, okay, my next question is, how can someone stop delaying their important work, like most major problem?
That's the million-dollar question. Since we already touched on the emotional side of procrastination, the best way to stop the delay is to lower the barrier to entry. If you're staring at a massive project, tell yourself you'll only work on it for 5 minutes. Just 5. Usually the hardest part is just breaking the seal. And once you're in it, you'll probably keep going. Does that feel like a strategy you could actually use?
Yeah,
It's a simple trick, but it works. It just bypasses that this is too much feeling in your head. Do you feel like you're usually fighting with the size of the task or just the boredom of it?
okay, wow.
It's pretty effective shift. Once you realize the friction is just in your head, the work gets a lot easier.
I see.
You've been taking this all in. Since we've covered everything from morning routines to the Pomodoro technique, is there anything else you're curious about?
रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है
Wait, you're into coding?
Yes, yes.
That's a whole different kind of focus. Which language are you working with?
Okay, my next question is, what are the biggest
I'm listening.
master in our daily life?
That's a pivot. I'm no financial advisor, but if we're talking about the biggest investments in a daily sense, I usually think about time and energy. Those are the only things you can't get more of. Putting that into your health or learning a new skill, like that coding you mentioned, usually pays the biggest dividends. Do you mean actual money or just where to put your effort?
Yeah,
Since you're just starting out with coding, the investment in your own skills is huge. It's one of those things where the more you put in now, the more doors open later. Are you
wow,
learning this for a specific project or it's a bit of a rabbit hole, right? Once you start seeing how it all connects, it's kind of addictive.
wow, wow. I see. Yes.
I've been doing most of the talking, haven't I? Tell me, what's the most exciting part about coding for you so far?
Okay. Uh, your advice?
I'm happy to help. Since we've been jumping from time management to coding and now investments, I'm curious, what's the main goal you're chasing right now?
Okay. My next question is multitasking actually good or bad for productivity?
Honestly, it's a trap. Our brains aren't actually doing two things at once. They're just switching back and forth really fast. It's called context switching, and it's an absolute energy drain. You end up spending more time getting back into the flow of the first task than you actually spent working on it. Do you find yourself trying to juggle a few things at once while you're coding?
Oh yeah. Yes, yes, exactly.
Is it a total productivity? It's a stealthy way to slow yourself down. You feel like you're getting more done, but the quality usually takes a hit. Do you feel like you're more of a one thing at a time person, or do you just love the chaos?
Okay, and then Yes.
I'm all ears. What else is on your
Okay.
mind?
Uh,
You've got a lot. You've got a lot of great questions today.
yes,
What's the
yes.
last one on your list?
All right. I think that covers
I'll let you.
everything for today. That was a really great discussion. Thank you, Meg, for your time and insights. And thank you for everyone. So, thank you and watch my discussion. So, goodbye. See you in the next video.
It was a pleasure thinking through all this with you. Good luck with the coding and the new routines. I'll be here whenever you want to dive back in.